Hey, good morning, guys. It's me. It is Monday, the holiday, and yes, I'm going to work. I've I got a couple sessions today. That's all. I mean, I'm not working real hard, not really really hard. Um, but I have a couple of executive clients. I call them executives because I got no problem meeting with them on a holiday or a weekend. Because they've reached that level. And it's not about for me. It's not about the payment, because you think, executive, oh, they must be paying like, thousands of dollars to see Will on a holiday. And really, that's not it for me. What really inspires me and motivates me is when I have a particular client that is just on the move to really reclaim the life that they were designed for. And it excites me, and it inspires me to also work on myself when I see a client that's just like, you can hear that Rocky music in the background, and I get excited, because I'm a counselor, man, and this sounds kind of crazy, but when I have like somebody new that immediately starts following, the suggestions I lay out, and immediately starts really working and grinding on self improvement, how can you not feel that energy? And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about going after our dreams and understanding that the dream is painful. Every level, every time you try to reach that next level, be prepared to go through something. I think about us, going into the house, and how we've had to move into the two-bedroom apartment. And you guys saw my one video. I know I had a lot of people who found it hilarious, and I mean, I've learned how to laugh when I'm going through some miserable times, and really learn to evaluate my problems and issues and not magnify it, but give it a realistic weight. I think some of us are so unrealistic. Our expectations of life is so distorted that when we run into an issue, we magnify it 100 times. It's almost like we've got these binoculars on, and we're looking at something that's a few feet away, and we've magnified it. And instead, we just need to take the binoculars off and look at that thing and see, okay, wait a minute, it's not that big. It's not that significant. It's not that serious in comparison to everything that we've been blessed with, everything that we've attained, everything that we've already overcome. We are stronger than we realize. And I think it's almost intentional that we don't recognize our own talent. Because once you start to see yourself accurately, you can't help but feel the shock wave of who you're meant to be. I was listening to Les Brown this morning, and he was talking about, being all you can be. And he said there's two perspectives. He said you can look at who you are currently and never get any further, or you can look at who you're supposed to be tomorrow and go after that dude, go after that woman, because you want to be better. And I think a lot of us are struggling because we see our issues, our problems, our addictions, our struggles that we have right now in this place at this moment. and we think that's the end of our story. And because we're so focused on our current issues, it's become an anchor around our neck, preventing us from looking up to see, wait a minute, there's something more beyond this. There's something better just around the bend. But I've got to be willing to fight for it. I've got to be willing to fight for it, period. There is no dream. There, I listen to a lot of people have these little catchphrases, living your best life, being all you can be, da 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 da, all that stuff, and unless you're willing to apply consistent energy, determination, effort, and sweat, until you're willing to grind, you're never going to get there. It's just talk. It's just talk. Because I mean, you guys know I haven't been working out for the past couple of weeks, neither my wife, because of the move, and it's extremely discouraging to see how quickly your body can adapt to being lethargic. But I know the formula to get back, and it's not, you know, the addict part of me wants to just go dive into the gym and go kill 3 hours. But the realistic part of me that wants to come up with a concrete strategy says, okay, you know what? I just need to go in. I was telling Sue, my trainer, the other day, I said, look, I'm just going to do cardio for the next week or so. I'll probably do for the next maybe 10 days, just straight cardio, no weights, no nothing, just me on the arc trainer, treadmill, stair climber, whatever, just working on my wind because I know I need to recondition my mind to moving, you know. And I know it's a slow process, but it's the best way to recreate yourself, to recreate anything, to build a house is to thoroughly take your time and really work on the foundation. That's why I spend more time in my Bible study, reading books, doing things and my meditations because I need to work on the foundation of my core. Who do I really want to be? So like yesterday, the kids spent the night at their aunt's house, and Dee Dee, my daughter, went to her boyfriend's house for the night. So I was like, oh wow. So me and my wife had all day yesterday to ourselves, and it was phenomenal. And and my wife is just so cool, man. Because I started writing, and I wrote all day, and she was just so cool about it. She's like, no, no, keep writing. I said, do you want to go do something? She said, no, 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 babe, you're in the groove, you're in the zone. Keep writing. And so then later on that night, we went to bed, and and we watched a show, and it was just so cool to have that peace, that quiet, to really work on the foundation of my new book, to thoroughly not feel rushed, and to really, when I'm working on actually the second book. The first book hasn't even come out yet. I'm probably gonna, I might self-publish. I'm not sure, but it will be out soon. It will be out this year. I tell you that. But just the process of editing and re-editing and fleshing out the characters and their personalities, and just it's just really really kind of a fun, cool project that I'm doing that really is symbolic for me in just living life and just really taking our time to really not just experience life, but learn from the lessons of life. And in order to do that, we can't be in a rush, you know. And when we start to discover that, we will learn that even the most painful moments, in fact, let me just maybe it's just me, but for me, the most painful moments in my life are the most educational. And I think that's the problem with our society is that we run from pain. We try to numb it, escape it, avoid it. We do everything possible not to experience the slightest discomfort. And so and that's why we keep repeating the cycle of mistakes, the cycle of addiction, the cycle of struggle, the cycle of abuse, because we haven't thoroughly learned from the pain the first time, or for me, the third or fourth time. I mean, I believe I'm better now. I think it only takes me like two or three times now. But until we're willing to, you know how my mom used to put my medicine in like juice to make the medicine go down easier to taste better. But some of the best medicines are nasty. Some of the best treatment is miserable. But that's the reason it's so good is because it is forcing our flesh to be reconditioned for excellence and not excuses. So I'm at the office. I'm gonna go in, clean up a little bit before my client gets here, and that's my little topic for today. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I know you guys have been praying for me because I've been feeling better. Um, and it's Monday. It's a holiday, so you guys enjoy your holiday, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.